Welcome back, guys, to the channel and to the homestead. Today we're going to pick up where we left off last time with a part 2 of our chicken tractor series. Last time on our chicken tractor series, just as a recap, we saw us build the bottom frame. That's going to be our foundation for the chicken tractor. You saw us cut all of our 2x4s that we're going to need for the chicken tractor. So this time we're going to try to get it buttoned up. We have our poultry cloth, and we have our siding and everything that I think we're going to need. We're going to have to draw off of our own pile here, but we should be able to get it all accomplished. We're going to use a couple of tools that we may not, a lot of people may not know how to use or know what to use them for. So today we're going to try and use them and use them properly, I suppose, or in the application in which that we're going to try. So guys, if that's something that interests you, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and stick around here. All right, guys, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use a 4-foot level to get our box, our foundation level on the ground, because that's what the piece of tool that we're going to use that may not be familiar to everybody is what's called a plumb bob. And we're just trying to find the center of our short side with the plumb bob hanging from our 2x4s at the top. And once we have that, we know what our angles are to cut on the bottoms, because we'll mark those and I'll show you how. But the plumb bob's really what we're going to use, and we might get into using a T-square bevel as well. That may come in handy with the application that we're using. So let's first get this set up and see if we can't get the whole frame leveled out with some cut off 2x4s that we used last time. So we'll start off here. I have a feeling that this is going to be somewhat level, and my feeling is right. Let's try throwing one of these 2x4s under the back end here, and we'll see just how much that brings that up. What are we looking at here? Okay, that's not too awful bad. I'm okay with that. We'll bring you over here and we'll check this other side. All right, guys, I think that's actually pretty good. I just threw a 2x4 under this one side here, and that was enough to bring it pretty close here. So yeah, that should be good enough for us. All right, so we're gonna sink a couple screws just into the very bottom of these here, and all this is gonna do is hold these upright on. They're just going to be a temporary hold on the sides, just enough for us to get our angles on. So that's what we'll do. We have to measure off our short side here and find the center so that we can mark it so our plumb bob falls on that line. So I'll get the stuff. We'll measure that and mark it real quick. All right, we got our tape measure here. Let's measure it off. 75. So 75, quick math, 36, 37 and a half, I think. I went to public school, so this has the possibility of being wrong. Let's just double check that. And the way that we'll do that is we'll grab it from the other side and bring it across. And thank you, public school, for providing me with somewhat of an education. Whoa, almost fell. Okay, we'll get these screwed on real quick and figure out our angle here. I'm hoping this is going to make sense to you guys whenever I do it. I'm hoping. Get this in here. So this old plumb bob, I got in a bag of tools for like 20 bucks. And I couldn't be happier to have gotten it. So we're just going to drop this plumb bob down. All right, after some careful persuasion with a hammer, we've gotten the plumb bob to fall pretty much right where we want it to be. So we've got this centered now, and this looks really good. We should be able to work with this. Okay, utilizing our T-bevel here. I like these Johnson ones. They're super well made, and they have this big finger latch here that works really well. So all we're going to do is we're going to lay this flat here, right? Make sure that's flat. And then we're going to push this right up again. And then we will tighten it down. So this should be the angle that we need to cut on the bottom to get this to fit in right. And then we need to mark the side and get that cut as well. So we'll do that. So what I'm running into here is that's actually more of an angle. Here, I'll make a cut and you can see that's more of an angle than what I have the availability of doing on here. So we'll just have to freehand it here for a minute and see if we can't get it to line up right. But just pivot it and move it a little bit, and we'll hold it. And we'll try it again. That doesn't seem too awful bad, I guess. That's pretty easy. I'll have to do the same on the back side here for this one, I guess. Might have a position there for it. That looks to be a 32 degree. All right, let's go check the fit and finish, and we'll see what happens. All right, so it looks like it's going to be the same. Everything as far as measurements go lines up correctly. So why don't we get this put on? We'll get all of them marked same, and then we'll get them all cut. Why don't we jump through that real quick? I'll come back with you whenever they're all marked and cut. All right, I have everything cut here. It's not all out here, it's laying in the garage, but why don't we just do a time lapse of getting this all put together? You guys can just see it in a short time lapse. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I got everything on, and I put the ridge line up as well. So I'll show you what exactly is going to go on there. That's where this is going to come on, and just sit right on top, and I'll cut it. But then everything can tuck up underneath here, and then it'll all run down, like the edges here where the chicken's living area is going to be set. So that's the primary idea. We're gonna get these tucked in here. We'll get our platform built and then our walls on, and then we can we can go from there. So why don't we just do that? All right, well, the chickens are ready to go in. Once I get them in, I'll give you guys a tour of the whole thing.
Hold on.
Yeah, buddy.
How are they gonna not go out?
The cage. Make sure they don't fly out. Come on, chickens.
Nope. One's come out.
All right, hold on. I'm just gonna close this up for now, just for a minute here. We'll let them get acclimated here. All right, now that all the excitement is done, we can talk about this. So I got it finished, as you can see. Let's bring you along and I'll explain everything that's going on here. So the A-frame is done. As you can see through there, it's where they'll go up at night, hopefully, is the plan. I did show them how to get up there. Hopefully they figure it out. Just got a ramp going up. The siding here is just 3/8 T111. And I just did, I think, 1.25" brad nails to hold that on. The platform is 1/2" plywood. And then I have a couple roosting rails here for the chickens as well. But they're in and they like it. We got to upgrade the water and the food thing. I'm going to get something that I can hang from the bottom of that. But essentially I just put a 1/2 2x4 stringer across on both sides. And then that's what the roosting bars are, or the roosting rails are on. So this is going to promote a whole lot of ventilation. I've put the mesh underneath this roosting rail in hopes that the poop won't build up too much. I didn't want to put too much mesh down, so the one roosting rail is over top of the plywood and this one's over top of the mesh here. But the gutter worked out great. It's screwed to the top, and I think they're enjoying it. We're gonna see how their first night goes. It's warm tonight. It's gonna be in the 60s tonight, so they have all their adult feathers now. They should be able to deal with that, no problem. And here in a few weeks, we can introduce them to the flock here, who are girls, big girls. You guys want to say hi? We got 2 speckled Sussex, 2 gold-laced Wyandottes, and 2 silver-laced Wyandottes. That's that's the queen there. She's the head pecker. She's the one that tells everybody what they can do and what they can't do. But we'll be able to move them into this one in due time here. We just need them to get a little bit bigger so that they don't get beat up too bad. So, all right, guys, this is the final part 2 of our chicken tractor build. Chicken tractor's all done, and I couldn't be happier with it. The only thing that I need to add is the back side. I didn't have enough plywood. I need to add a door to get into the underneath from the back side, but that's no big deal. That'll only take me a minute to build once I get the plywood. So, but this is it. Chicken tractor's done. If you guys want to know the actual dimensions of this and whatnot, hit me up. I'd be more than happy to send you the actual dimensions. The cut list and the total cost, I think I have right about 175 into this, roughly. And that's using some of my own lumber too that I already had. So that's kind of figured into average costs. So this is it. We're all done. Final part here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notifications so you're up to date on every single video that we put out. And yeah, well, keep your hands dirty and your souls clean. Keep me in your prayers. I'll keep you in mine. And we'll see you in the next video.